All right, I want to add these three fractions, and so the first thing I need to do is find a least common denominator. And how I do this is I see what they have in common. So 18 can be broken down to 2 and 9, and I could break this 9 down, but I see that this 9 and this 9 matches. And then I also need to consider these two other values. Now, funny thing, you could just multiply all these, but it'd be a pretty large number. So typically you want to get the least common denominator. And once again, I did this simply by picking the common factors. And so if I take 9 times 5 and then times 2, notice I'm not going to multiply this 9 again because this matches. And so if I multiply those, I get 90. So what I want to do is I want to rewrite each one of these fractions as equivalent fractions with a 90 in the denominator. So to do that, I need to figure out what I need to multiply. Well, how can I get 9 to 90? I can multiply it by 10, but to be equivalent, it would be 10 over 10 because that's just multiplying it by 1. This next one here, if I take 5 into 90, I see that goes 18 times. So 18 times 5 will give me 90, but again, it needs to be times 1. And then, because I know here, this is going to be 5 times 18, and then 5. Now from here, I can multiply the numerators and denominators. So the first one, I'm going to get negative 50 over 90. The next one, 3 times 18, will give me 54 over 90. Don't lose that negative sign there. 7 times 5, 35 over 90. Now from here, remember that when you have the same denominator, you are going to add the numerators. So if I take negative 50 plus 54, that would be a positive 4. And then I'm still left with the negative 35. And then I have 4 minus 35, which would be a negative 31. And from here, I simply look to see if there is anything that can reduce. And I don't see anything that can reduce. Therefore, negative 31 over 90 would be my final answer.